Dun, 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 dun.
Whoever thought a love letter could be so deadly or lethal, depending on what title you prefer. But that is essentially the gist of this new MarVista Entertainment movie. Yes, there's another one. What a shock! There's more MarVista Entertainment films, right? For those of you who aren't familiar, I've talked about the studio quite a bit. Some of you might be like, "Oh, save the speech," but someone out there might not know who MarVista is. They essentially are a TV distribution company. They do a lot of TV films, stuff that you'd see. In fact, this particular film, a lot of them have gone over this way, but this particular film happens to be distributed from the Lifetime network, so you can see it there. A bunch of the movies also have ended up on streaming. Tubi's got a whole slew of them. I think Netflix has a few as well. Some of ours might be parsed around different streaming services. But they make some good, I will say definitely, they make a lot of thrillers. They do make some other stuff, like there's some seasonal movies that they do, namely Christmas. Around the holiday season, they got quite a bit, actually, that they do around that time. But they've also done a couple family dramas, some rom-com movies. Namely, though, they do thrillers, especially romantic thrillers. This is a big thing for them. But they're fun. I would say a lot of the movies I've seen, I've actually quite enjoyed the pitches for. Although, I will say this is also the studio, because some of you might know this, where I'm going. This is MarVista. They do not behave in the same way that many other movie studios do today. And when you watch their trailer, from maybe, if you're talking about like another big company, Hollywood, I think, is wise enough to know, well, we don't necessarily share all the details of our movie in the trailer. This company does. So they'll take a 90-minute movie on average, TV movie length, and they'll whittle it down to about 3 minutes, and they'll give you everything. They'll give you the characters, they'll give you the locations, they'll give you the way the film looks, they'll give you the twists, they'll give you pretty much an assumed ending. They just lay it all out for you in the trailer, though. It's a bit weird, but it's kind of funny to talk about because they don't change their ways. They still don't. After probably about 2 years of me covering them, they still don't. But let's go ahead and take a look at Lethal Love Letter. Like, you think about Lethal Love Letter, like, oh, it sounds so romantic, but a lethal one, ooh, you might want to stay away. This is what it says according to IMDb. A successful businesswoman must determine who is trying to sabotage her life before she loses everything for good. Quite the drama surrounding whatever this love letter is. I mean, and whoever the subject of the writer happens to be, that's the real mystery here. So it's kind of like a mystery romance thriller. But it could be a creepy, obsessed stalker. It could be maybe a jilted former romantic interest, or the girl or the woman, a businesswoman's ex. That could easily be a situation. Or it could be maybe, because speaking about in regards to business, a competitor masking himself as a romantic love interest. Who knows? Let's go ahead. Let's answer that question by watching the trailer. I'm pretty confident saying, yeah, we're going to answer that question because, this is MarVista. We're going to go ahead and watch that first. We're going to talk about it more in a condensed review segment while I was watching the video together. Okay, here we go.
Organizing is a practice, and tidying gives meaning. That's what you hired me for. See you soon.
So is she like an online businesswoman?
For 3 years.
Because I think about the ring light, and like a lot of influencers and social media people use that.
I love your ambition, but now is just not that time.
This has to stop.
I am not going to let some troll dictate how I work.
Chaos is not some random troll. You have to draw the line at getting stalked. Oh, something came for you.
It's from my ex-boyfriend's
Some
wife.
of the lines seem a bit cliche in terms of love analogies. I mean,
and I'm writing because I know what you and Mark had was special. I don't know if he'll ever recover after I go, and I'm realizing now that my dying wish is for you to be there for him.
I can't believe it.
It's kind of romantic in a morbid way.
Why did you leave?
I just felt really overwhelmed. At the time, it felt like the only option I had.
question is, who is the writer?
Ooh, creep.
Yeah, Dan Animal?
That's what he calls himself online.
You can stay at my place.
Thanks. How did you get in here? I had the locks changed yesterday.
It wasn't locked.
Aim, I really loved you. I was able to track the IP address of the Chaos user.
Becca.
Your assistant?
Huh.
He's lying.
Well?
I missed this.
Good, and this is where we'll stay.
I was thinking, we can get out of town for a few days. It's time to start over, just like Liv wanted.
Liv was being watched.
She sent that to me before she died.
This is the letter Liv gave to me. Look at the handwriting. Do you recall what his handwriting looks like?
I think now's a perfect time for us to go on our retreat.
Be careful without me, Meals. No one left to catch your fall.
Well, it kind of didn't go the way I was expecting, but there's your movie for you. I know, it's weird. I don't get it. I don't know why they do it. Because I'm like, how many of our movie studios? It's like MarVista, the people running this company, are just like, we go watch every movie trailer. I mean, again, like I said, this is really funny to talk about because this is the only studio that does this, and they do it continually. It drives me crazy. But it's like someone could just go on YouTube and pull up a movie trailer from, I don't know, Warner Brothers or Disney and be like, they don't spoil everything. Right? It's like, why is it just MarVista? I don't get it. But, they just lay out the plot for you, as I said. I will say, my suspicion immediately was that it was the girl, right? That she was sort of like masking herself. I mean, again, maybe it's sort of like, again, it's a business. It seemed like there was some tension between, and I'm assuming, again, that this woman works for the subject businesswoman in this case. I don't remember her name in the movie, but in the context of what we just saw. But perhaps she's like, and maybe there could be a variety of factors. It could be like, well, maybe I've got a lessening of hours, or we're just not having the profitability, and she wants, more money. Maybe she's got kids. It could be quite like understandable needs, but then she goes about it in a horrific way in terms of masking herself, sort of like giving off the guise of what this guy did. That's originally the way I thought it was going to go. It would be, oh, she suspects immediately it's this guy, but it's actually the businesswoman who's trying to, for whatever reason, just alter the situation. That's what I suspect. I thought it would be the person working for this businesswoman. It's not that, though. It's the guy. I can't say I'm surprised because this is your usual territory for MarVista movies. I would have liked to find that in context of the film, though. I mean, to give me a reason, because again, it's just weird. It's like, well, if I can watch the film in 3 minutes, why would I watch a 90-minute cut? I have, though, in the past. Like, I did this for Fallen Queen. I really liked the movie, actually. It was quite enjoyable. Free on Tubi, by the way. I'm still pretty sure of that. I think it's also on Netflix as well. But it looks fine. I mean, it looks like a very well-done movie. Very well presented, by the way. Some of the texts were kind of silly. Although I would be interested a little more in terms of what the businesswoman is. I mean, is she someone who works, like, in the online space? Maybe the beauty space? Because, I mean, ring lighting. A lot of online influencers use that, or maybe people that just take photos in general. I mean, it's a pretty praiseworthy system. I haven't bought like a ring light yet, but I've heard really good things about it. And again, a lot of people, again, specifically work in the online space, use that particular technology. But like I was saying, some of the statements were kind of like, well, this is kind of cliche. Like, it's so hot when you block me, but I'm still watching. Okay, like, yeah, that's kind of creepy. So wait, her text name is Squirrel? Okay. That's interesting. And then love is following you. Just look behind you. That's really cliche, but okay, that's fine. They're trying to give off that mentality. It kind of works. I did laugh though at one point, when she's on, I guess, faux Google. Because, they can't feature Google. What? Search or feeling lucky. Those are your only options. Engine. Okay. We all know what exactly they mean. Like, oh, we couldn't pay. It's silly. I mean, it could be quite good. But we'll see. I'll still watch the movie, even though it did spoil the ending. What are your guys' thoughts with Lethal Love Letter? Let me know down below. Don't forget all the good stuff. Like, subscribe, and sharing that bell until we get to watch more from MarVista, because we certainly will. I will see you guys report that happens to me. But for now, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys. Everyone loves you, fellow man. God bless, and peace.